warehousing and data mining, the first point is the why the data mining and what is the data mining. So let's start. So why data mining? In that will why this data mining is required. The requirement came because what had happened, the data is increasing, the generation of data is increasing very rapidly. Very rapidly data is being generated by different devices, various kinds of devices, and the explosion of data happened because of the availability of the devices. And when the smartphone came to the man's hand, then it has become very popular. Because in social media you have seen, we are also interacting in the social media, so many data sharing generation, so many things is happening. So what has led to this? Because this has given the explosion of the data, so explosive growth of data, and this range is from terabytes to yottabytes, means 1000 to the power 4 and 1000 to the from the 1000 to the power 8. So you may see here how the explosion is happening very fast. And you may see here this data collection and data availability. Now we have the different devices. Using that devices we can collect the data. We can collect the data. Data collection can be done, and we have collected the data somewhere, it is there, and it is available also in future. Wherever whenever it is required, you can access those data. So for that we have the automated data collection tools. You have seen that we have the databases, different types of database systems we have, relational, okay, network, so many various types of databases there. So in those databases the data is being stored. And you have seen the web, the world wide web, and this world wide web has given more, it has contributed rapidly and in a abundant manner in the data generations, because websites are there, and website are the nowadays it is a main source of information. Now whenever you want to access, you want to know about anything, just you go to the search engine Google or any search engine, you search in the web first. So your searching also creates the footprints that in the form of the search history, and it generates the web log that is also stored, and that web log can also be mined for the important informations. Okay, so what are the major sources of abundant data from where we are coming? So in the business perspective, if you see, we have the world wide web, e-commerce websites are there, okay, transaction is happening, okay, stock markets are there, in that the data is generating. In the science field you see bioinformatics are there, in scientific simulations happening, medical research are happening. Okay, so these every places the data is being generated rapidly. In society, okay, society and everyone, means we are nowadays we can listen any news, okay, we can watch any news in the YouTube, are already available. People have the digital camera, recorder, so many things they have. So what is happening, in each and corner, from every corner of the world, the data is being generated very rapidly. Okay, so these are the main sources from where the data is being generated, means in a abundant amount. So what is here now, these things up to here we are talking about the data generation only. Okay, only the data generations. Okay, next we have the data. From the available data, if we can get some information, okay, then it will be fruitful for us. So what is happening? We have the data, means data rich but information poor. So you may have seen there is a difference between the data and information. Data is the raw facts and figure in the form of image, text, audio, video. So that collection is called the data, and information is the processed data. If we process the data, then we get the information. So what is happening? We have the large amount of data, but information is not available as the data is available. Okay, so the world is flooding with the data, but lacking in the information. Information is very less, but data is more. So what we have to do? We have to extract the information out of this data. Okay, using this data we have to extract the information. Okay, so now the question comes what does those data mean? Okay, so that information is not available. For that we require the mining or extractions of the knowledge. Okay, next, how to analyze the data? That is also a very difficult task. Okay, we have to apply the different methodology. Okay, so now the questions comes. We have now data, we know that data is there. Out of that we have to extract the information, and information cannot be extracted very easily. We have to apply different methodology, different techniques, data mining techniques, then we can get the information. So in this way, data mining, what is data mining? So it is the automated, it is the process of automated analysis of the massive amount of data sets. So this is the task of the data mining, which deals with the automated analysis of the massive data sets. And why we are doing this data mining? Because we want the information from the stored data. Okay, so have you understood what I told? Any confusion up to this? Hello, anyone? Meghna, I'm
Understood,
audible?
sir.
So 3 points I discussed here. First point is the excessive amount of data generation, and next point is data is there, we need to extract the information from that, and the third point is the mining, means the data from the information from the data can be extracted using the data mining techniques, and the process of automated analysis of massive data sets is called the data mining. And in data mining what we do, we search the hidden patterns, because data is there, but what is the hidden patterns or hidden informations that we extract from the using the data mining techniques. Okay, so I think you understood now. Next one. So that is why the meaning, why data mining? Why data mining means we have the data, we need the information, then for that we have to perform the mining task, and mining gives the information, important information, significant information, and these informations gives the insights, gives the direction. Okay, in the business planning, making the strategic decisions. Okay, expanding your business or any kind of things, for that we need this data mining. So these data mining techniques help in that. So next one, the data mining not came suddenly. It has the slow footprints, how it has progressed from the beginning to the current time. So what had happened, if we talk about growth in 1960 and earlier, the data was collected, data collection and database creation. What was happening in the form of primitive files processing. Primitive file processing means we were having the data, storing the data in the files. Means you have the MS Word now, like today, and Notepad. So these are the file. These are called the primitive files, and there we were putting the data. We are storing the data. So this was the at that time this was the way of storing the data. Then what happened? Slowly the development had happened. Then what? Database management systems came into the pictures. So in 1970s, early and 1980s, on those times, what had happened? Different types of data management system was developed. So like hierarchical and network database systems, relational database system nowadays we use like Oracle, okay, MySQL, these databases, database management systems we use, okay. Data modeling tools also developed later on, okay, like you database management system, you have seen the entity relations, entity relational models, ER diagram you may have seen, okay. Then for accessing the files, fast accessing the files, searching, indexing and accessing methods were developed. For that B tree, hashing, etc. was used. In data structure, you hashing and B tree you will study now, okay. Query languages was also developed, means we have stored the data, how we will extract the data, okay, information or something, we were using the SQL, structured query languages. So this was a interface to communicate with the database if some particular information you want to extract, okay. For that, user interfaces was developed like forms, query forms, okay, forms and reports. Next, query processing and query optimizations also developed. Then transaction concurrency control and the recovery, transaction recovery, these things was developed. Then OLTP came, means online transaction processing. So again the development was continued. Then advanced database system was developed, okay, in mid 1980s to the present. So in that we have the advanced data model, extended relational, object relational also is available now. So advanced application came as a spatial data. Spatial data, you may say, spatial data means the data related to your locations. Locations means your geographical location in the form of longitude and altitudes, okay. Temporal multimedia data sets also came, like audio video is data we store. YouTube is a good example of your multimedia database. Active stream and sensor, scientific and engineering knowledge base, so many things had done, so much development had happened, okay, already. Then advanced data mining, data analysis tools also developed. In that we now will discuss this one, data warehousing and data mining. First we will warehouse the data, means we will collect the data in a particular format, then the data mining will be done over that. So late 1980s, these terms has taken has gained the popularity in the form of data warehouse and OLAP. OLAP means online analytical process, and data mining and knowledge discovery, generalizations, classification is there, association, clustering, frequent patterns and structured pattern analysis, outlier analysis, trends and deviation analysis, etc. These are the different uh, methods using that the information can be extracted, knowledge discovery can be done. And advanced data mining applications like stream data mining. Stream data means the data is not in a steady state, it is running, means on the go. Whenever you search something in nowadays, if you are searching in websites, na, suppose some product you have searched, so what will happen? at the same time, after some time, you will start getting the some types of advertisement, okay, related to that product. Suppose you have searched a laptop, so similar kind of laptop with different companies with your buying capacity, they will start showing to you. Bio data mining, in that we have the like gene expressions, okay, analysis, so many things is there. Time series analysis means with respect to the time, like in meteorological department, in stock market, these many applications available here. Text mining also, web mining, intrusion detection, etc. Okay, so data mining and society privacy preserving data mining also, now it is very popular. We want to mine the data, okay, from the available data, but we have to make the, we don't want to, any the person should not violate the privacy. He has to maintain the privacy while doing this one. Next, web-based databases also came. XML, you very well know. XML we use to store the data also. This is some kind of semi-structured data. This integration with information retrieval, IR is there, data and information integrations. So many things are there. And new generation of integrated data and information. So currently what is happening, we have the big data technologies. Okay, so in the big data technology, we have that we can run the queries, we can store the data in a distributed environment. Large massive amount of data we can handle using the big data technology. Okay, so this is just the evolution of database technology, how we have came up to this, from the primitive file processing to the database management system, then OLTP, OLAP, then data warehousing. Over that we have now implemented data mining systems. Okay, so that is just evolution, how evolution had happened. Next, what is data mining? We will understand this term because your now completely course is based on this one. So first task is, in the data mining we need the data. For that we had seen this one, database technology. This is responsible for storing the data. Okay, and data warehousing we did, where we kept the data. Now next task is to mining the data. So we'll understand what is the data mining. So data mining is the discovery of knowledge from the data. Okay, in other words, you can say extraction of interesting patterns. Extraction of interesting patterns or knowledge from the huge amount of data. So this is called the data mining, and which is non-trivial, implicit, that is not clearly known to you, not it is visible, and previously unknown. Okay, it is not known to you, means it is hidden. And if it is potentially useful, then it is good for you. Otherwise unnecessary. Why the mining will be performed? The hidden patterns are the knowledge which will be extracted to us. It will be very useful. In not it is useful in many different fields for which you are doing the data mining. Say for example, if stock market data is there, so for the prediction of the stock price in coming days, you can use that data, that analysis you can do. Okay, if you are running a business and suppose transactions is happening, okay, customers are buying and purchasing, you can all do the mining as the buying patterns of the customer, or what is the you can predict the next item he may purchase after purchasing some particular items. So these things we can know. Okay, so what is happening, one more thing is data mining a misnomer. Actually, data mining, here data mining, this term is somewhat misnomer. Actually actually here there must be, we are not mining the data. What we are mining, we are extracting the information, knowledge, not the data, because data we have. So because this name has become very popular, data mining term, so we are addressing this as a data mining. Otherwise the name should be the knowledge discovery. Okay, the name should be the knowledge discovery in database, that is the KDD, knowledge extraction or data, that is a pattern analysis. Okay, data archaeology, data dredging, information harvesting, business intelligence, etc. These are the alternative names. Okay, so knowledge discovery is the good name, but data mining word has become very popular, so everybody we are naming this as a data mining. Okay, so what is data mining? Can anybody tell now? It is the process of, hello, please respond from your side. What is data mining? Have you understood what I told? So many things I told. You must answer something, whether you understood or not, so that I can rectify those. Hello.
Yes.
What is data mining? Please tell me. One line enough.
Sir, it
What
is
is
a
data?
method
It is.
for filtering the data
Okay. Anything else?
to find the correct pattern. We are
Okay.
using
So
data
these
mining.
okay. So but okay, these are the related to the data mining. If a umbrella term if we use, we can say that it is the process of, what is the data mining? Data mining is the process of extracting the knowledge from the data, or it is the process of discovery of the knowledge from the huge amount of data, or in other words you can say it is the process of finding the hidden patterns from the data. Okay, so these terms we can use basically. Uh, extraction of knowledge also you can use. This is the data mining. Okay, now what are the different applications, the area where this data mining is used? So you may say, see here, the first one is the data analysis and decision support. Okay, so in market analysis and management, what happens, we can use it, this data mining, for target marketing. Okay, target marketing means we can target the customers. Which set of customers will be potential for us who will purchase the product. Target marketing you can do. For that we do the customer profiling we do. Okay, and how it is possible? Only because of the data mining and data mining over the applying over the data available data. For customer relationship management, CRM, it is also how to make the customers, because what happens, one time something purchased from your shop, or your, he has purchased your product, then what you will make, you have to make the customer relationship, the management you have to make, so that the customer can buy the product again from your company or from your organization. So only that management you have to make it here. Okay, for that you suggest the different products, you you make care for them. Okay, taking the feedback, also thanking them when they are purchasing something, by giving some message like that. Customer relationship management, all those things we can. Market basket analysis is also very, we'll discuss this market basket analysis. It is part of association rule mining in detail, we'll discuss it. Then cross selling, market segmentation. So these are the different applications where these data mining is used. Risk analysis and management also. We know in the business there are a lot of risk is involved in that. So tomorrow's whatever tomorrow's risk is maybe coming. For that, if we are ready now, then we can handle those situations very well. So for that, we need to do the forecasting of the situation by using the data. So forecasting, customer retention is also nowadays very big problem. If you have not provided the good service, so immediately the customer will leave your service. So customer retention, retaining the customer to your company, that is also very challenge though. So these risk and management can be done using this data mining. And improved underwriting, quality control, competitive analysis, these all things can be done with the available data by applying the different data mining techniques. So these are the major application: market analysis and management, risk and management. Fraud detection also can be done very easily, because fraud detection, how you can do some anomalous, or we can the outliers, unusual transactions may be there in your databases. So how to detect that? If you have the data mining techniques, you can use this and very easily you can find out that. So you can detect the fraud detection. There are different applications, not this one, just few we are mentioning here. Text mining is also there. You can mine the text. You can know the topic of the text. You can predict the heading of the text. You can extract the information from the text also, that we call the text mining. News groups, email, documents, because nowadays we have the lot of data in the form of text also, like email is an example of what is that? It is text only, na? Message are written in the text format. Sender, receiver, main body text, whatever is there. You have the subject name there. Next one is the web mining. Web mining is also related to your World Wide Web. In that, web mining also further classified. You have the web mining, web usage mining, you have web structure mining. Different types of minings are there. So World Wide Web is also very vast space of data where the mining can be done and the information can be extracted. Next one is the stream data mining. Stream data means data which is on go. It is moving. Bioinformatics and biodata analysis. So we have the data regarding the diseases. We have the gene expression data. RNA, DNA data sets we have. Out of that we can do the analysis and we can find out the disease. We can predict the disease also, and for making the medicines. For that we need the bioinformatics and biodata analysis. So in this way, these are the potential areas where this one is used. Next one is the market analysis and management. One by one, if you'll see. So where does the data come from? Credit card. Data comes from the credit card transactions, loyalty cards, discount coupons, customer complaint calls. Sometimes we perform the survey also. Survey forms you fill. Based on that, we do the analysis. So in the target marketing, what is happening? We find the customers cluster of model customers who share the same characteristics, their interest, income level, spending habits, purchasing habits, those things. So here we target those set of customers, those set of people for selling our product or services. So most customer with income level, like how we will get the information, like easy. Most customers with income level 6,000 to 60,000 to 80,000 with food expenses $600 to $800 a month live in the particular some area. So what we can do, we can target that area, POS area, which is the middle class families running, living there, or low income peoples are running. So what is that? This is kind of target marketing. It's not limited to the this market analysis and management only. Nowadays in election also, the political parties also, they what they target the citizens in a particular area, what kind of demand is there, requirement is there, they know their sentiments, their need. Based on that, they try to drag them for voting for in their favor. So determine the customer purchasing patterns over the time. So buying behavior. Okay, this one also. So cross market analysis here, what we do, find the association, correlation between the product sales and predict based on such association. Suppose customer A has purchased something. Okay, suppose you have purchased a laptop. Then next prediction will be from the organization or company side. If you have purchased a laptop, then definitely you will purchase the mouse, keyboard. You may purchase the antivirus, or you may purchase the printer or something, or speaker. So this is the next purchasing of which depends upon it. For suppose you have purchased A, then definitely you will purchase B. So this type of cross market analysis. Okay, customer requirement analysis, identify the best product for different customers, predict what factors will attract new customers. See how much important is this data mining techniques, how widely it is being used nowadays. So provision of summary information like multi-dimensional summary reports. So the reports can be framed, and it can be summarized from not one direction, from many dimensions, year wise, okay, the product wise, city wise, in different dimensions. The summary can be generated, report summary can be generated. Okay, statistical summary information, what is the averages of the customer who buy product A. This type of information we can get. Next one is the fraud detection. Fraud detection is also a very important thing. It is because it is very dangerous for any organizations. So searching by extracting the outlier of unusual transactions, we can also detect the fraud detection. Financial planning can also be done by summarizing and comparing the resource and spending. Now this one is the KDD. Actually the fundamentals we were discussing in that KDD, that is called the knowledge discovery from the data. So it's known as the KDD process. So you can see it's not a one process, it's the combination of different stages. Okay, so first we have the database. You may have seen we have the database. In the database, what we have, the database contains the data. In that data may not be in appropriate format. The missing value may be there, noising data may be there, noise data may be there, outlier may be there. Okay, so many things may be there. So what we can do there, we have to clean them. Okay, so cleaning and integration will be done. Means data is not at one place, many places data is there. So what you will do, you have to club them together at a single location, single place. So that integration you have to do, and you have to clean the data. Clean the data means data, unwanted in data is there, noise is there. So many things we will do here, there. Next one, by taking this, we have to build a data warehouse. Okay, so data warehouse is the collection of the data and it's the property of the data warehouse is that data warehouse is non-volatile. Non-volatile in the sense that when the data has entered in the data warehouse, it will be there only. We will not delete that data. Okay, it is non-volatile. Data warehouse is the non-volatile. It is the subject oriented. It will be based on some subject. Subject means it is the transaction data, it is sales data. What is that? It will be the subject oriented, and it is time. The data warehouse is time variant. It changes with respect to the data because data will be adding up. Okay, it is the time to time data we are adding because transaction is happening. So what will happen? We will add up the data. So the data will be adding here in the data warehousing. So data warehouse is it's nothing but the historical data, okay, of any organization, which is subject oriented. Okay, it is integrated from many sources. Okay, because in organization we have the different departments. They are storing the data. So what we will do? We will integrate them from the different location in a particular one location. Okay, and time variant, I told it, the data warehouse will be time variant. It's the characteristics of your, and it is non-volatile. Whatever came, it will not go. It will be there. So we will store the data, historical data, into the data warehouse. That's why we can do the analysis with respect to the different dimensions, product wise and location wise. Okay, with respect to the time also. Okay, next one is the selection and transformation. So data, you have to select over which data you want to perform this data warehousing. Transformation, data is not in a appropriate format, so you have to apply some transformation methods, like you will do the normalizations, attributes selections. Okay, so dimensionality reduction, so many things we will do here in the selection and data transformations. Okay, after that the turn of the data mining comes. So here the data mining techniques will be applied in this pre-processed data, and after that whatever data mining techniques we have applied, it may be the association, maybe clustering, it may be the classification, whatever, you will get the answer. So that answer, whatever result you have obtained, you may not be, it may be not in the understandable format. So again, what you will do, those pattern, whatever you have hidden pattern you found, you have to evaluate. Okay, so evaluation and presentation is done. So this will be visualized in the form of the graphs, in the chart, visualization tables. Okay, different ways are there. You will get, then you will get the knowledge there. So you may see here, this is the KDD process, cleaning and integration of databases, then the data warehousing is there, flight files, so many things are there, selection and transformation, then data mining techniques are there. I told you will apply classification, association mining, and pattern analysis, so many things are there. You will apply here, you will get the answers. So whatever result you got in the form of the patterns, you will represent in the form of the graph, visualization you will do, evaluation, everything you do, whether it is reliable or not, how much accuracy is there. Okay, then the knowledge will be there. So, and this knowledge, this insight, whatever you have got out of these steps, this knowledge information will be used for future planning of your business. If you want to expand, target marketing, whatever task you want to do, this will be used for that purpose. Okay, so these are the different steps. We will discuss one by one. What is that meaning of the data pre-processing, data cleaning, integration, data selection, data transformation, data mining, pattern evaluation, knowledge presentation. These things we will discuss in detail. Okay, so I think today's time is over. We will discuss in the next coming classes. So we are stopping here today. Okay.